Good morning. Welcome back. This is going to be the daily love reading for Friday, August 9th. It's late because I just put out the 12 videos. Well, the rest of the 12 videos for the weekend love readings. I like to break up the sage because the smudge stick is just too much. And it burns, and then I have to relight it, and then I get that like burnt smoke all over again. So I prefer to do it like this. Spirit guides, can we please get a reading? I like the visual. It always gives me a cleansing kind of vibe when I watch tarot videos. So let's get a reading for whoever needs to hear it. I'm using the Muse Tarot again because Spirit wants to use this deck. Spirit wanted me to wear the malachite and the green stones today. I actually got aventurine and what was it? Apatite, which is like a blue-green stone. It's all green and blues. I also got angelite, which I get often, which is like a lot of angelic support around me. So I use those, the deck that Spirit wants to use and the crystals that Spirit wants to use. All right, let's clear this up. Give me some. Thank you. Let's get started with the reading. Spirit guides, what do we have? What do we have for Friday, August 9th, daily love read? What do we have? Spirit, what do we have for Friday, August 9th? What do we have for Friday, August 9th in love and romance, please? Thank you so much. What messages are there for Friday? What messages are there for Friday, August 9th? Okay. On the bottom, we have Seven of Inspiration. It's a card of blocking, feeling cornered in, feeling like you're being challenged, and having to stand up for yourself. It's saying here with the Seven of Wands that you can handle any kind of opposition. In love, it's obstacles, challenges, that you have to kind of hoops that you have to jump through, right, to get to what you want to get to. So we have the Four of Materials, Hanged Muse. The Hanged Muse is the hanged man. So it's saying that things are not moving forward today in love and romance. There is some situation that calls for sacrifice. The Hanged Muse is the hanged man. It is about putting your needs second to others. So whoever that may be, it could be kids, family, work, whatever it is, some reason why you can't move forward right now. Things aren't really moving forward right now. You have the Four of Materials, the Four of Pentacles, and this speaks to, you see how she's holding on to something. It's holding on tight to something. What are you holding on to? It could be being untrusting. For some people, it comes up for greed or for being possessive. It also speaks to being closed off and not letting other things in, because you have to create space for that. And this person in the Four of Materials is not creating space because they're holding tight to something. It can speak to your finances, not trusting people, maybe thinking that they're out to use you or get something from you, and that's how you feel, like that's how it's been in the past. It can speak to, you could be in a relationship, and closed off energy is that you still have a roaming eye where you look around and you're not quite faithful, but you're not technically cheating. There's a greed, there's a preciousness to the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Materials. Okay, so then let's take the flop that is face down. We've got Eight of Inspiration and Seven of Voices. So Eight of Inspiration, we see the hot burning sun. This is drive, movement forward. This is determination. Look at the determination energy here. It's action oriented, things moving quickly and pursuing something, someone. Now you got Seven of Voices, and this is, you see all these fox faces, and even upside down, the reflection of this. And there's a door here. It's like there's a lot of people watching, like curious faces. Seven of Voices, Seven of Swords is, you know, when you leave something drama filled or toxic with a six, now you're going across the waters to calmer shores, right? And then you're at the new place now. That's the Seven of Voices. The new place, you can't outrun your past. So it's kind of like now everybody's seeing, what are you going to do? You've left this like other toxic situation. You're starting over. What are you going to do? And how are you doing things? And people are curious and they want to know. And this can speak to manipulation of information, spying, hacking, looking into your personal info, some kind of manipulation of information, lying, twisting information. There is a sneakiness, hence the foxes, and a deceit to the Seven of Voices. There is also generally, when you're trying to start over in love or something, it's trial and error. It's trying to see what works. It's like the wobbly legs, kind of, okay? Like when you're starting to learn to walk. Like it's, like I said, Six of Swords, you leave something behind and then you're going to the new place and starting over. Not everything is perfect. You don't know the lay of the land. You don't know how everything works, but you'll get there. It's just saying that there's a lot of eyes on you watching to see what happens, but there's a lot of determination. So it feels like in love speak, it's kind of like you're moving forward, you're very determined, or someone is, to get you, okay, to pursue you. And they're very curious, and maybe their exes are curious and their friends are curious, and everybody seems to be curious about what you're doing and how you're doing it and what you're about. And so they'll kind of sneak around and try to find out things that they shouldn't be looking at. Anyways, this is why you probably feel this Seven of Inspirations, which is, again, Six of Inspiration that comes before this, is achievement, success, a level up, being popular, looked up to, admired, couple goals, all that. Seven of Inspiration is when people come for your spot, when there's challenges, when there's people who are trying to, challenge you and you feel defensive, like you have to block. It can be, in love where a lot of people want you, perhaps, but you're in this hanged muse. It's like a spiritual energy to the hanged muse. You're in this energy of almost because of closed offness, or the Four of Materials, like blocking. There's Nine of Cups, is wish fulfillment. There's the moon and the muse. Look at what's underneath this. It's wish fulfillment, the moon, the muse of I am, and the sun. I want to take it. Am I allowed to take it? I don't know. I really want to. But if this is like a peek see into the future, like I said, with Seven of Voices starting over, right? I'm going to take it. I'm just going to take it because I think it's right. I feel it's right. This is what's the start over, what the start over is going to be. Right now, being challenged, but you see that even that, there's a big star. Not quite a star, but like the light is coming, like there's a divine channeling from the top to the bottom going through to her, giving her the strength to back up everybody that's trying to challenge, or, being okay to be solo because, this person is not desperate. Why is all of this happening? Look what's underneath all of it. Even this. The Muse of Voices. This is the King of Swords. This is the Six of Voices, right? We see the King of Swords is integrity, thinking things through, logic. This is mastering air, mind, communication. There's the mind. Both of these, really, the conscious and the subconscious. But the Six of Voices we spoke to was what happened before the Seven of Voices, right? This is the leaving to go to a better place. Look at the divine hand that's helping this person cross this bridge. Here's the Six of Voices, these jagged points. And this hand is protecting this person from getting wounded by any of, they don't feel it. They move on to the next. And this is what's coming up. It's like you're staying back, you're hanging back, you're not moving forward with any of these like suitors or people or potential, because it's a very like, I feel like, I know it's a love reading. For many of you, you're very focused on, when it's the Muse of I Am, we got that for the Lionsgate portal reading, which I love that it's here again. It is a card that this creator, Chris Ann Donnelly, created for the Muse Tarot. It is about, it's called the Doubt's Last Refuge. So if there is self-doubt, insecurity, worry, right? Like being challenged, people watching, it goes to wish fulfillment and doubt's last refuge. Look at how this person is standing. And I didn't even get to speak on the butterfly reference. We know that that is a huge metaphor for transformation. Like the death card, you always see butterflies in the death card. This is speaking to, the caterpillar turns into that gooey mush, and then it turns into a beautiful butterfly. And now it's not just earthbound, it can fly in the air, right? Here it's speaking to, look at how she is. Look how she's standing on top of this ocean, those water. It looks like a tropical vibe though. It doesn't even, it looks like you could see through to the sand, like it's clear water. And then you have this beautiful, huge sun in the back. You even have earth, and then you have air. All four elements. These beautiful roses in the corner. I read somewhere saying that roses out of like the herbs or something is one of the plants that have the highest vibration. I don't know. Anyways, this Muse of I Am, it has this checklist. If you look on her webpage for the Muse Tarot, it has a checklist of, spirituality, this, that, and the other. I will Google it. And the point of it is, though, that the last box that needs to be ticked is the body. Meaning, you've done the spiritual work. You're somebody who didn't really care about your appearance and things like that or whatever. And that was the last thing that you need to check off. You needed to check off on the list to be your complete, best evolved self. And the Muse of I Am is saying, like, that's where you are. Like, that's why there's such a focus on the physical body with this card. Let me pull it up, though. I'm using my other phone. 1 second. And Google. And the Muse of I Am Tarot. So, let me tell you the checklist, like, that she has put on. Hold on a second. Knowing your own essence. The Muse of I Am Tarot card meaning, doubt's last refuge. So there's 5 things on this checklist that she's written in black marker. And all 4 that I'm reading right now have been checked off. The final one is empty, the box. It hasn't been checked. So check mark for my relationship with my heart. Check mark for my relationship with my mind. Check mark for my relationship with my love. Check mark for my relationship with spirit. And the final check mark is my relationship with my body that has not been checked yet. So here it says keywords: letting go of doubt, accepting your body, mind, and spirit, the essence of spirit and potential, your soul across time and space. Creator musing: when you tap into the essence of you across the timeline of your life, what creation overarches all of your work? And then there's a word prompt. What would that word be? It says I am, and then there's a blank space. So it's saying you did all the inner work with the Muse of I Am. The final transformation, metamorphosis, was the body. And Look at the focus on this person. This is somebody who has taken the time. They sacrificed their love life. They sacrificed their social life. They sacrificed a lot and kept it hanging. For it could be kids, work, other things, responsibilities, But here it's saying with the sun card and the moon card, it's the subconscious and the conscious. And this essence of who you are, the realization, when everything comes together, body, mind, spirit has been healed. That's when the wish fulfillment comes in. All right. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like I'm getting this feeling like I should leave it right now. I'll do 3 shuffles, Spirit. If you want more messages, I will continue. If not, I will pull oracle cards. So first shuffle. 1, 2, and 3. One more just for good measure. Nope, that's it. We'll take a peek though. Tower. Oh, wow. What's this? I love this. This is so powerful. Look at this. 8 of emotions is walking away from something that was unfulfilling towards your wish fulfillment. That's the 9 of Cups. This is the solar eclipse. We just had one. Well, not just, but somewhat recently. The solar eclipse signifies endings and new beginnings. And then you got the Tower card here, where usually you see people falling out of the tower, right? Like something is happening to you, right? It's something that people get scared. With the Tower card, really it's not a bad thing because it breaks down things that are not solid. Like instead of rotting in a faux situation, like a false relationship or stuck situation, it breaks you free, right? It might feel like the end of the world sometimes, but it breaks you free. It's that Goddess Kali energy. But here, because this deck she's a very empowered artist, this Chris-Anne. The Tower is the woman. The Tower is the person. Woman, man, whatever. It's the person. Look, their mind, their energy, bringing down the thunder, bringing down the freaking ceiling. She's breaking through the ceiling. Whatever was meant to limit this person, whatever was meant to oppress or try to challenge, press down, right? Whatever limitations there were before, it's like somebody finally had enough. They walked away from something that was unfulfilling. Go, no, this is bullshit. I'm angry now. I'm actually, some people, you push them when they're angry, and then that anger fire, someone who's usually very chill and calm, like some people don't move unless you're pushed to move. Those memes where the universe pushes you out of your comfort zone? That's what it feels like. Somebody who has been pushed and poked and provoked and pushed and prodded and pricked until they finally get angry, right? And that anger is used in a positive way. They break through the ceiling. There might be other people who are trying to, barnacle off of their energy, but they're falling out. They're falling off. And this person breaks through. There might have been one person who was super attached, maybe perhaps putting a lot of bad mojo on you. Juju, mojo, whatever vibes. Look at that, running free. It just gets better and better. It just gets better and better. So I'm going to keep these 2 and put it like this. Even with this, like the domino effect, right? 3 of Wands, it's waiting now, because you've put something in motion, when you have all the dominoes lined up and you tap one, and now you can just chill because you've set something in motion. It's still going. Even when you're resting, it's in motion. The action will have a reaction. And it's all good. It's all beautiful. It's all amazing. Now, I'm going to pull some love oracle cards because it's supposed to be a love reading. So, let's pull a romance angels. Thank you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Hence the green crystals today. It's all heart chakra. opening up your heart. It's saying it's safe for you to love. She's on her high horse here. She is. It's a defense mechanism possibly, or she had other things to do. She had places to go, places to be, whatever. There's somebody here. It's saying open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. So it's a past life connection. And I also take this card as somebody who is from your past, like even in this life, from your past. Wedding. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages for August 9th, Friday? In love, any other messages? Remember, the love reading's always in the front, in the beginning, and then I'm going to pull a little bit of extra cards, more spiritual or general towards the end, not love-centered at the end. So if it goes on, just always watch the first half if you want, because that's the love section. But it's all one reading. All right, any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages? Any other messages that they need to... Thank you. So, yeah, someone from your past with a new love. A new love with someone from your past. So saying you've already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be the one. You've heard me go off, I think, if you watch my channel about this. It's not, oh my God, it's the one true love, soulmate, twin flame, the best thing you'll ever have in your life. This is it. No, it's saying that there's someone you know. If you think about who it could be, it's probably the first person you're thinking of, and that they have, you know, that same, it gives that check mark kind of vibe. Again, like ticking off all the things on your list of what you want in a partner. And it's saying a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. See, that's the only thing about this card. It's like, okay, so I already know them and they could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and it's saying the new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it is about opening up, and there's somebody from your past. You already know them because you see past life, and this could be the one. And they want to start something here. This new love, they want to get things going. They're watching you. Reconciliation. Was that on the only thing is, was that on the bottom or was new love on the bottom? I think it, oh, I wish I could rewind. It could be a reconciliation. I'm going to leave it there. I don't remember now if I pulled this from the bottom or if these two came out together. But even reconciliation makes sense. Someone from your past. This is Whispers of Love. What do we have? By Angela. Whoa, that's a lot. I'll show you, but I'm not taking all of this. Like attracts like. Rest and relaxation is essential. Love who you are. Spiritual connection. Be in the present. Dream of the future. Embrace your emotions. Physical touch is important. Act as if your partner's here. Turn on your heart light. Speak the language of love. Well then, look to your inner strength. Getting major Gemini vibes there. Anything else? Whoa. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. All right. Anything else? Any other messages? Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Yep, we see that. This is all miracles and blessings. It's coming up. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. That feels like the same do something for someone else vibe. Okay, let's try one more time. This is very like spiritual oriented. It's not really love cards. Anything else, Spirit? Any romantic cards here for this read? Anybody need to know any love messages here for this reading? Slow down. When you're excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take time to allow things to unfold. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. I always feel like Spirit's telling me to slow down when I get impatient for love messages. Any other messages? Any other messages? Choose love. Practice compassion. It's like, no, Nope, the messages are done. You always have a choice as to what you should do. I'm just going to cover these. Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. We'll leave it there for those. And let's get a crystal to work with. Can we get a card, please, for Friday, August 9th? Spirit guides. What crystal do we need to... Thank you. Amazonite. Loosen your grip. Okay. This is Four of Pentacles, holding tight to something. It's saying loosen your grip. Let's cover up this triphobia hair. It always gives me the amethyst. Trust your intuition. All right. Amethyst is also for blocking psychic attacks. Amazonite, loosen your grip, and amethyst, trust your intuition. Now it's my playtime. So I'm going to pull some cards that I like. Let's do something different. Let's pull some fun kind of girly cards. Let's do Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild. Spirit guides, can we get a card for Love Your Inner Goddess from the Love Your Inner Goddess deck? Sorry, I was looking at the picture on the guidebook. Can we get a card for Friday, August 9th, please, Spirit? Can we get a card? Spirit guides. It's upside down, sorry. Queen of Hearts. Which way is this? Queen of Hearts and priority of purpose. It says love is my religion and love is everything. Yep. You know what? That's what I was thinking when I saw the Muse of I Am and it has that blank space. I am, or I think that's what it was. The first thing that came to mind was love. Love, Queen of Hearts. All right. On the bottom, blame my gypsy soul. Gypsy. Because it's fun. I'm gonna read a little bit of all of them. Because that gypsy energy, I love it. 32. So it's got inner reading, spiritual guidance, and sacred ritual. I'm not going to do the sacred ritual. And I'm going to skip spiritual guidance. I'm just going to do inner reading. Okay, because otherwise we'll be here all day. You can always, this is the deck. You can always Google it and you will get the full reading, whatever card you resonate with. All right, inner reading. Your heart has been chosen by the divine to be a temple for spiritual light, an inner place where grace and healing can dwell. This is very special. A temple is kept clean and pure, scented with sacred perfumes of incense, made beautiful with our feelings of reverence and love for the spirit. Kept uncluttered and spacious so that as much spiritual presence as possible can enter. When spirit enters and fills the temple of the heart, things of extraordinary beauty take place. Even the apparently impossible becomes possible. Clear your heart temple with forgiveness, gratitude, and love for the spirit, so it can fulfill its divine destiny of being a sacred channel for beautiful divine grace. Now I'm going to tell you the entire vibe I'm getting. You ever see those, like, any temple? Like, I love the way Hindus worship. I love the way you see the temples in Greece, old school, how they worship. It has to be pristine, fresh, breezy, with the focus on the deities and purity of intent. And like they say, when it's uncluttered and stuff, it gives that such a wonderful, like, you know, that feeling you get when you go into a temple and everything smells beautiful, looks beautiful. It makes you feel good. When they speak to uncluttered and so on, it's saying, make space, make room. And even with the Four of Pentacles, we talked about the Four of Materials, holding tight to something where you cannot make room because there's either you're holding on to somebody and you're still keeping your eye open so you can't really commit to anything fully, or you don't trust people, so you don't let people in, and you're holding tight to this belief of like, oh, they always want to use me, they always want something from me, and so you're closed off. You have to get rid of that clutter to be able to make room for whether it's a temple for spirit or it's your heart for love, right? But I just got that very fresh, like breezy, big open space, light, lit up, beautiful, like wonderfully smelling temple, right? Like this. But when I think of the temples that I like, I really do like the Hindu temples and the Greek temples, the vibe of it, the spaciousness of it, the open airiness of it. All right, let's go to 30. Priority of purpose. In a reading, you are a dreamer, but you are also meant to be a doer. It's the right time to cast off some of the demands on your time and attention that are keeping you from pursuing your true purpose. If you have many dreams, that's fine, but it is wise to focus on what you can do now. Allow your other dreams to percolate in the background for a while. When it's time to attend to them, you'll know. For now, do what you can and don't be afraid to make a sacrifice or two along the way. Those sacrifices will be repaid in more ways than you currently know. You won't lose anything by dropping the distractions and going for it. I'll just read the first line of the spiritual guidance because it's like standing out. Making a choice can be hard. As if to say yes to one thing, you have to say no to 15 other things. Remember that saying no is just saying not right now rather than never. There is a higher plan for your life, and that includes all of your passions. You can do it all, but just not all at once. All right. And finally, the gypsy. Blame my gypsy soul. Number 3, that's the Empress number for the tarot. Let's see. In a reading, you are encouraged to say yes to new opportunities and adventures, ideas, and connections, especially the ones that fill your heart with a sense of excitement. Perhaps just before your mind begins to dwell on doubts and concerns, trying to talk you out of something before you even give it a chance. You can handle the unfamiliar better than most. Once you get your bearings, that's the 7 of Swords, you'll find a way to thrive, to enjoy what you discover and experience. Let the yearning of your soul to explore the new and exciting inspire you. The unfamiliar and the unknown hold great blessings for you. Open yourself up to new horizons. You see, okay, I'll just read the first line of spiritual guidance. There's wanderlust in your soul, that heart quest for new worlds and amazing experiences. You are supposed to feel this way. You have a gypsy soul that will always seek out something new and different. This is how your life is meant to be, a divine adventure. And there is an adventure that is meant just for you. Places to see, people to meet, experiences to have. You are meant to go on a journey inside of yourself and out in the world. You are meant to explore a world bigger than the one you currently know. It is going to happen. Trust in divine timing. Be open to what life has in store for you. Maybe you're a little afraid and wonder if you're brave enough. Quick answer, you are brave enough and then some. Maybe you worry that you've missed your chance, but you cannot miss your destiny. It is right here waiting for you, and your gypsy soul is going to grow and fulfill even more of the purpose for which you were born. So I read the inner reading and spiritual guidance. This is that 7 of Swords. For some reason, it made me go into the whole spiel of leaving something behind and starting over new somewhere else. The wobbly legs, the getting your bearings. This card is completely, all of it is speaking to this. Making room with the Queen of Hearts. Priority of purpose. Right? You can't do it all at once, but you can get it all done. Right? You have to focus on one thing right now and get rid of the distractions. And then the gypsy soul is saying, you might be a little afraid, like, can you do it? But it's such a beautiful card. It's saying, it's like that Carl Sagan meme that I like, not meme, the quote that I love. It's got this very beautiful, like, Mongolian landscape of green, like, mountains and hills. And it's so lush. And it says, somewhere out there, something beautiful is waiting to be known. Right? It's truly like, I resonate with that. This feeling like there's so much out there to be known, to experience new people, new places, new things. Maybe it's that fire energy in me. I don't know. But this is the vibe, right? That There's a huge adventure. There's a new beginning. There's many new things waiting to come into your life. So not to doubt yourself, because that ties into the muse of I am as well, which is the doubt's last refuge, right? You've checked off, you've done all the inner work. Spirit was telling me, giving me the nudge to use the Wild Kuan Yin. So I'm going to do that right now. And then maybe I'll just use one spirit card. I'll use the Divine Feminine Oracle, and that's it for the day. We are at, we're at 35, not bad. So this is another Alana Fairchild deck. Wild Kuan Yin. I have the mini deck and the regular, this one. Let's see, what do we have? The mini deck is cute, but it's not as good as the full guidebook. Fearless 14. How beautiful. Fearless. On the bottom we have Desert Harvest. This is actually a really good card, but let me just read Fearless, okay? Because I feel like that's the vibe. The Desert Harvest is saying, like, even though it looks like, you know, it's an impossible dream, it's not impossible. It's going to happen. There's a path carved out, right? And that it will come true. But let's read Fearless. 14. And you can always Google the card. Desert Harvest was the other one, and it's number 22. 14, Fearless. It says, now is your time to leap. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. You don't need to know how it is all going to work out in order for everything to work out perfectly. This is not a time for small, tentative steps. This is a time for a big gesture, to take a chance, to be bold. So take a running leap with your eye only on where you are going. Your body will trust you and follow. I will protect and guide you. Let us leap together fearlessly into the unfolding future of your divine destiny. It will be a wild ride. Guidance. There is a time to have patience, to wait for the way to be shown. There is a time for rest, for gathering energy, to know that when the time is right, the fuel required for action will be ready. And then there is a time for action itself, when there is no need for tentativeness or analysis. The time will come to leap boldly, to say yes, to act without hesitation. It requires courage, self-belief, and a willingness to take a risk. That time for you is now. If you've been asking if you're on the right path, if you should take a step forward, if you need to take action, the oracle says yes. You are in harmony with the universe. This action will bring the right reward at the right time. If you have been through a period of time where you have had to be patient, recovering from illness, grieving a loss of some kind, going through a dark and difficult challenge, then this oracle indicates that there will be a sudden breakthrough soon. You will suddenly spring forward. If you have been feeling held back, where you have felt as though you had no energy, you will find that suddenly your energy rises. Where perhaps once you felt you could not, suddenly you will realize you can, and so you will. In a reading, don't be scared to live with freedom and boldness. This is not a time to hold yourself back or play it small. If you're asking a question about a certain choice in your life, the oracle says, yes, ! Go for it, ! Don't overthink things, trust your instincts, and don't be afraid of leaping forward in your life with gusto. If you believe you aren't brave enough to make certain choices in your life, think again. You have a bolder, braver heart than you realize. Your spirit is fearless. A sudden positive change is going to enter your world. This could be a new friend, relationship, opportunity, or even an energy within your own soul rising up and bringing you a sense of greater personal power. Accept what heads your way. It can change your life. Well then. Okay, I'm going to use the what is this called again? I don't know. I forget. I have amnesia. Journey of Love. Since it's talking about that and it's supposed to be a love read, let's get a Journey of Love card. Spirit guys, can we get a card for Friday, August 9th for this reading? Can we get a card? Oh, I love the vibes on this so much. It's so beautiful. What do we have? What do we have? Thank you. Burning Hero. Number 3. And on the bottom is the Swan, 67. I'm just going to read one of them because these are going to go on forever. 3. This is the deck. 3. Burning Hero. And it says, from the transformative fires of life's tests, you emerge now stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fire-weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire before you are ready to burn into love again. The intensity of fire exists in relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. Your inner fire has pushed you forward, and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to new creative depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if that success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are in a powerful creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart like the sweet relationship of day and night. Excusez-moi, did you not see the day and night? Okay. I'm going to have to pull this out. There's the Muse of I Am. You know what the best part is? It goes from night to day. It goes from your subconscious, your dreams, right? Having it in your mind to actualizing it, right? Where it's out in the light of day, in the sun. Right? This is the subconscious, the conscious, the feminine, the masculine. And in the middle, you have both. You have the water and the sun. Right? You have it. And where was I now? I'm lost. Where am I? Right. Like the sweet relationship of day and night. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will not only of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings too. And then so the poem says, always feeling your love in every cell of my being, I open my soul, becoming one in your embrace. How rich the moments shared, I savor every one, and even when apart, your love envelops me with knowing we are complete. Together, like a new day, we are born. New day. Birth and death, metamorphosis. Oh my God. This is why I say, and this is why Spirit tells me to slow down, because spirit guides, they are the best artists. Like it's so moving and overwhelming how they put out the messages. If like we were smart enough, clever enough, deep enough, patient enough to slow down and be aware. All right, let's get one last card. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. Final card. Can we get the spiritual message, guidance, please, for whoever needs to hear it, for as many people as it can go for August 9th, or for this reading, whoever needs to hear it. I don't know, Spirit, you know what to do. Friday, August 9th, please. Can we get a spiritual guidance message? Thank you. We have Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safely and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I'll read it, and then we have beautiful. We have White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. And then on the bottom, we have to take a look. We have Bridget. Bridget is so active. In the beginning, when I started tarot, I always got Bridget. And she always has messages like, don't back down. And then there's a story about how she created the whistle at nighttime so that if people felt alone when they were walking home in the darkness, they had this way of whistling to each other so that it would be a comfort. Amongst like so many other things of how like when they were being taken over, she turned everybody small, like tiny, so they could hide from, in a peaceful way to avoid bloodshed or something. Anyways, it goes on and on, but Bridget is active. Bridget is one of the major spirit guides. When you're doing tarot, she always is active. Our Lady of Guadalupe. And then we have White Buffalo Calf Woman. And we have Bridget. I don't have another one. Does that have space? Is it showing? No, not quite. Let's go like this. Yep. All right. I'm not going to read all of it because it's quite a lot. This is the guidebook. So Our Lady Guadalupe. And they're kind of grouped together based on like where they come from. So page 30. Who she is. When your soul selects her card. Okay, so I'm skipping the who she is, and I'm going to read when your soul selects her card. What is outside of us is also within us. Even if we have never experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us, so we can give it to ourselves. When St. Juan Diego was concerned that the Archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance to her basilica. Oh, here we go. It's Spanish. I'm sorry. No estoy yo aquí que soy tu madre. Am I not here? I who am your mother. I took Spanish in high school and I love salsa and Latin. I'm sorry. I just feel so cheesy doing it. Okay, the energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered. But the message is also to ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. We are ennobled with free will. The divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. Let's just rewind and say that again, because people make spiritual things very complicated, right? And elitist and exclusive. And nothing is exclusive about being spiritual. All we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she's here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine. And love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. Soul Voice Meditation. Do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? Intention. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Wow. See, whenever I get these cards, sometimes you get the blessings, which is how I take it. It's not, you get it and it just hits you like a wave, like an emotional wave. Otherwise, it's just, reading the message. White Buffalo Calf Woman. 154. Okay, so when your soul selects their card, White Buffalo Calf Woman is a sacred reminder that we don't have to struggle to receive all that we've desired. When we join our heart's longing with action, we find there's a sacred way to move through the world. The sacred way is a path of steady, quiet alignment between the heart's intention and our every step. White Buffalo Calf Woman is an omen of hope that all will be provided for us when we approach each situation with love. What she wants us to focus on is the intention behind an action, because that changes the outcome. So the intention, okay? She's a sacred prophetic sign that we can receive what we need without fighting for it or trying to secure it through manipulation. When prayer joins right action, when we move from that intention of creating only more love, then abundance is inevitable. The more you give, the more you get. And when we seek not just for ourselves, but also for the benefit of our loved ones and community, our needs are divinely met. So this is the second time it's speaking to having goals. in your, dream, whatever it is that you're aspiring to do for however many people this reading resonates for. It has to be deeper and bigger than yourself. Something that benefits everybody. It reminds me of that Japanese word ikigai, where it shows this picture of a thread that's weaved together with different strings, and each one represents something. So it's saying it's perfect. Ikigai represents, and I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it properly, represents when those four things come in harmony together. It's like what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for, and something else or whatever. When all four of them come together, like something that serves a higher purpose, you're good at it, you can make money from it, and it makes you happy, right? That's what it's saying. This whole energy is saying there's big things about to happen, but it has to be bigger than yourself. Where am I? Oh my gosh, heart's intention every step. White buffalo calf and omen, I did that. When prayer joins right action, when we move in that intention of creating only more love, then abundance is inevitable. And when we seek not just for ourselves, but also for the benefit of our loved ones and community, our needs are divinely met. The most sacred path is the one abundant with love. Soul voice meditation, what is my intention for the work I'm currently doing? And the intention should be, my heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Which is what I said with the muse of I am. That's what the first thing that came to mind. It says, I am blank, and it was I am love. And then we got the 3 cards of love, 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 and the intention. Your intention, right? And also to be of service to others. A goal that's bigger than yourself. Okay, so Bridget, where's Bridget? Bridget is 162. This is the last card. Yeah, the last card. The goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Now I'm going to go to when your soul selects her card. There's that moment when you're making your way through the dark, and suddenly, after what feels like days or months or even years, a ray of light comes through to you. A lightning happens. Each step isn't quite as hard to make as the one before, and you feel a great shift begin, as if now you're headed towards something new, something even brighter. Bridget is the essence of that first flame, that first ray of light. Bridget reminds us that the darkness never lasts. Bridget's eternal flame represents the truth that the light never leaves us and can never be extinguished. It simply gets obscured or blocked from us. She reminds us that every day is actually filled with light. There are many days and times in our lives when we endure thick cloud cover, when that flame that exists within us is blocked by pain or confusion. Bridget is the sweet sound that reaches us in the dark and reminds us that we have never been on this journey alone. Bridget is our sign that the dawn is here because we have made it through the dark winter. We can lift our head, the healing has happened, and now each next day is bound to be brighter. Soul voice meditation. What allows me to feel light more often every day? Intention. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Oh my goodness. All right. So that also with the lightning of the step, I feel like that goes back into making room, making space, clearing the heart clutter, making room for something that is a big, beautiful lion's gate, wish fulfilling, going towards your dream, your wish, where your mind and your body and your spirit are all in alignment. You have to make the room. And it's saying there's a fearless energy here. Got burning hero. We got so much. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'll be back with your weekly readings. And Taurus, I'm going to do another reading for Taurus women because that was a chintzy read. All right. Bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.